Psychologist and her husband break down Severance, episode 4 of season 1 from a mental health perspective. This is Dr. Jill Stevens, and I am her husband, Tom. Jill, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
It is time to get to episode 4 of season 1. Don't forget, if you want this episode or every episode we have of any series we've done, fully unedited, clear screen, big screen, not blurred out, not cut up and edited, go to our Patreon page. The VIP tier has it all. Hundreds of people over there. There's a chat room for every series. We get to go in and talk to you about it. The VIP tier gets to pick the next show we watch, y'all. When these episodes are done, you get to help pick the next show.
Yep.
And there's music reactions there too. It's not only a great way to support a channel, and we're grateful for that. It is an awesome way to get tons of extra content. So check that out as well. We've gotten some comments from people saying, I don't know if you know what you're talking about. I don't know if you figured it out. Man, for a psychologist, I think you'd know more. Y'all are kind of like not really with it. Here's 2 things to say to everybody, especially on YouTube. Number 1, on YouTube, you are getting an edited version of the episode, about half as long, which when Nick chops it up and edits it, it's cut up into pieces, which means you're only going to see parts. You're not going to see the whole. So seeing it on Patreon helps a lot. And number 2, nobody's going to understand anything they react to fully on the first time. And I want people to know this, Jill. This is me getting on a soapbox, and you can comment all you want.
Yeah.
But as a mental health professional, I promise you this. There are plenty of mental health professionals who are amazing therapists and don't quite figure out how to react to shows like this perfectly. And there are plenty of people who are amazing at reactions and figure out every Easter egg in there, but can't do therapy worth a lick. I promise you that. So don't judge a book by its cover. After 60 plus years of both of us combined of therapy, we know therapy.
Yes.
100%. We know trauma. Jill knows grief tremendously. I know relationships. We both know a ton about therapy. This reacting stuff, it's a whole nother thing. And once you get a one-take looking at something, trying to figure it out, it is not as easy as it seems.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Remember that. So please, the understanding, the courtesy to know, hey, it helps to give feedback. When somebody says to me like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can't believe you couldn't understand the things that are happening. Please describe it.
Yeah.
Like, tell us what's going on.
Yes.
You know what I thought of after I left last time?
What was that?
The people on the inside never sleep. The people on the outside, the outies, sleep.
Yes.
So remember when they got the guy, Irv, sent to the break room? No, he was sent to the therapy lady.
Yes.
Because he was falling asleep at work.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was having those weird dreams with the stuff oozing out.
Yes. Yeah.
I think there's something to them not wanting them to sleep at work. Notice they never sleep at work when they're on the inside. They're always conscious with what they do there.
Yes.
There's something about sleep that makes them, that made him connect to me, to the outside.
Oh.
And that's a theory.
That is a point.
But notice they never sleep on the inside. And so that helps the severance or severed process. Anyway.
That's a good point.
Let's start at episode 4, season 1, the You Are.
All I can be is sorry, and that is all I am.
She's still at it.
Brainwashed, she said last time. Getting a readout.
Like it's a lie detector test.
Oh, okay.
She's still bleeding. See that was her car in the parking lot. They're still at it.
5:15.
They're still at it.
They have pretty strict rules.
They do. She seems so worn down.
We'll try again in the morning.
Ugh.
I know people might get mad sometimes when we guess, but I'm sitting here watching her with this completely cut up, bandaged arm. How do you go home with that? Remember how they gave him a reason for his...
bump on the head. Mm-hmm.
But how do you go home with an explanation of
Of
this
that.
and
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to let her go home.
She looks terrible.
I guess so.
See you tomorrow, Helly.
Oh my goodness.
I don't feel good about this.
She's back?
Wow.
Fuck me.
Oh.
Ah.
I read it 300 times yesterday.
259. Again, please. Now.
What the hell is... It's like you're in hell.
Forgive me for the harm I've caused this world. None may atone for my actions but me. I really am sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
No paraphrasing.
Oh,
Again.
that is true torture.
It gives the break room a whole new meaning.
Yeah.
Like breaking you down. That's what that is.
Yeah, it makes you...
To where you're just so weary, you just give in.
Our picture of a break room is
Where
relaxation,
you kind of restore yourself.
snacks.
Yeah.
And here it is. We are going to force you into complying.
Submission.
Submission.
That is the word.
And by the way, a lot of people come into our offices feeling that way about their relationship. They've been in relationships where I feel manipulated, I feel gaslit, I feel
Abused.
abused
Yep.
and tortured. And it's not always somebody that's beating them up or physically hurting them. It's emotional trauma lots of
Yes.
times.
Yes.
It can be men and women. The typical is going to be the female wife that gets abused like that in a way, but it can be either one. But when it happens, they are so not used to standing up for themselves that when they hear you talk, and you've had this with many women you've worked
Yes,
with,
I have.
when you talk normal about boundaries and standing up for yourself to them, like you've seen people stay in,
Right.
not necessarily you are physically harmed every night, but you are completely degraded and talked
Yes.
down to,
Yes.
and they feel like they have to stay.
Yeah. It's true. And it's a lot like what she's coming across here at this point. Just like she doesn't dare buck the system because look what'll happen. More torture.
Do you hear her say,
Yeah.
just please, I am sorry.
Yeah.
And she really, in that moment,
Yeah.
I think it was true. She was really sorry.
sorry.
Like, I just don't want to do this anymore. But in a manipulative, abusive
way.
relationship, that person will still push you even further to show power and control and force over you so
right.
that you will submit to them.
That's right.
And the only way to stand up to it is to stand up to it and is to leave, but a lot of them don't have the power. There's still something about this intro I know we're supposed to be getting. I love that song. Creepy.
It's so creepy.
That's the stuff, by the way. That's the stuff that was coming out of Irv's, the cubicles, the black stuff.
The ooze.
And all the people. Hey, there was,
And
it
why-
looked like the pajama thing from Petey.
Yeah, because he's in red.
Right there. But that's not Petey. That's Mark. It's the two of them. The home guy wearing his tag and then the off.
The innie and the outie.
Yeah. But the Audi is wearing his tag.
Yeah.
Ah, we're back at that phone that Petey
Oh, he dropped
dropped on the floor,
Yeah.
slid under the couch or whatever.
when he was hiding in the basement.
Blocked.
Can't really see.
Just put it in a box.
Oh, okay. Hiding it. Like he doesn't want any evidence.
Still got that.
The map.
I will say what's interesting about this is on the inside, as much of, he's the rule follower, the leader, It's something that's still bugging him about this. The fact
Yeah.
that map would have been in there
Yes.
because he doesn't know from the outside, but he's looking at that map like there's a reason this map is here and I'm not throwing it away.
Uh-huh.
And it's like he's studying it and trying to think.
Uh-huh. I wonder if he's connecting it to Petey, though, because, you know, it's the picture with Petey on it.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I mean, that would be viable when you're on the on the inside there, you know.
Well, especially when Mrs. Cobell or whatever the boss's name is said if Petey really was that guy, he would still be here. Like he was like, Petey was that guy. And she's like, if he was. So that kind of clued him into, y'all didn't fire him. Like there's something funny that went on.
Yeah. I still think he was trying to escape.
Mark?
Yep.
It's past 1100 and Helly's been in the break room since yesterday.
Okay.
I wonder if, as department chief, you feel you should check on her progress?
Well, Mark doesn't have that power.
Well, he can ask.
He's not going to.
He might.
Okay.
We met the other day. I'm Bert from Optics and Design. Hi, Irving.
Hi, Bert. What are you doing
Exactly
here?
how the wet fuck do you know where this
Dylan.
office is?
My predecessor, Alice Kay, came here once when they still did the summits and she left directions.
Give us them reversed.
Okay, it's all right.
By the way, do you notice when I'm noticing color now, do you notice how in this scene, just look at everything. There's green, there's blue. I mean, there's white, obviously, because there's a lot of white. But there's green and blue, and even his stapler is blue. Like there's something specific about this color that goes on.
But wait a minute. Also, he just said, how do you know where we are?
Yeah.
So it's like they really do keep people very separate.
They're not supposed to know where everybody
not
is?
to know where everybody
Okay.
is.
My predecessor, Irving, I kept thinking about what you said about being excited. The new handbook totes, and maybe you were kidding or teasing.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. I've been fretting, though, because you mentioned the anticipation could distract from your work, which was the opposite of my intent. So I figured, heck, let's bring them over now. If an informal tour of O&D ever sounds refreshing, I'd be happy to personally offer that to Irving and any one of you.
They can do that?
Directions are in the front bag, reversed.
Hard pass.
And so it's interesting. He's such the rule follower, but this is setting the other one all off. Like he shouldn't be here. This is uncomfortable. But for him, he excuses it, you know.
Personally, I think it's because Irving's got a thing for Bert.
I do too.
Irv and Bert.
I know. I think
It's like the Sesame Street.
Seems soon to be taking him up on his offer.
He's like, let's go.
Absurd. We've never visited them before now. Kia's whole original vision saw us all
Kier.
working together.
That was
Really?
before O&D started disemboweling people's bowels.
Nonsense. I'll be back by 1.
Oh.
How many times?
1072.
Hmm.
Not the voice behind the door.
Crying baby, you mean?
No. Like the angry mumbly guy.
Guys, really not supposed to talk about the break room. You know, the important thing is you apologize correctly. Now you're out.
He's really lost. He's
Hey.
very trusting.
Hello?
There he is.
Who's that?
Oh, hi. It's Irving B. from Macro Data Refinement. We met in the hall the other day.
Bert's over there by shelf 6.
So much to remember.
Felicia and I make do. I'm sure it's easier than what you MDR kids get up to all day.
I can only imagine what it's like when the new art comes in. I mean, you see it before anyone.
Come here.
Mm.
Once the whole art's been cycled through all the departments, it ends up back here.
Wow. Where did Felicia go?
Supply run. Let not weakness live in your veins. Cherished workers, drown it inside you.
Rise up from your deathbed and sally forth. More perfect for the struggle.
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy, the touch. Oh, the heart rate.
I'm sorry, wait. What time is it? I have to go.
And the last thing that the coworker said is, "Don't touch anything."
And he goes and touches him.
They touch each
like
other.
he was the one, right? Irving touched first.
Really?
I got to 4%,
Yes. Feels good, right?
I guess.
Awesome.
That's so funny. I'm sorry to pause like this, but he's so hard on her with the break room and
you just
following the
follow
rules and
protocols. Yep.
say what you need to say. But he's sitting here with this
Studying that map. Yeah.
cheat sheet of escape route out of here that he would be in trouble if he was found with it.
Yep.
And he's hiding it from her and then just pretending. What? Hmm? And he could hardly figure out how to get there. I wonder how he knows how to get back.
What did he see? Oh, it's the room with the table. Oh, it's the book.
And they don't see anything from the outside.
Right.
Do they even know what a book is in here?
Well, maybe.
Everything's blue in there,
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
He's got it colored, too.
What's this?
Oh.
Will you put that away?
But what do I?
It's a map of the hallways.
No, it isn't.
There we go.
Mata-
So she
She saw him.
saw him put that away.
Yep.
And that was, she was kind of staring at him.
Yep. That's it.
Now she's got it, and she's blowing the lid off this.
Yep.
Helly is like, must be in her nature. Outside to be
Yes.
just curious and
Yeah. Strong.
rebellious
Really,
and really
yeah.
just not going to tolerate
Tolerate. Yeah.
following blindly.
Right.
Mata, we weren't supposed to make maps.
We're not. I didn't. It's just something I found. I think Petey made it.
Oh shit, you didn't turn it in?
You're such a hypocrite lecturing me on following the rules.
Yep.
I
Yep.
wasn't lecturing you. I'm just trying to keep you out of the break
I can't
room.
believe Petey was a mapper. Let me see.
Right.
What the fuck is this?
Why?
They look like houses, right? That's how houses look.
Yeah, exactly, because these are random board doodles.
Well, maybe they're on the outside and Petey found a way to get to them.
So why would they be on a map of the severed floor?
It could be a thing, you don't know.
It's not a thing.
Clearly he was trying to tell you something.
No. The work is mysterious and important. And we deal with the uncertainty it brings us in the way that Kier would have wanted. Together, as a family.
Look at him.
I could not.
We deal with uncertainty as a family. It's very odd.
What does that mean? Say it again.
Rewind that part. He says we deal with uncertainty.
I'm still looking at the other guy, like looking at him like, you are so full of it. Like,
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
load of trash
Yeah.
that you're just buying. But at the same time, why would you study this map that would very well end you in the
Yes,
break room
Exactly.
when you're trying to keep
Yeah.
her out of the break room?
Because you didn't turn it in.
It's like, when you're with somebody who's lying and you just, they won't admit it. And
Yep.
you're sitting there like, would you just
be
admit?
honest.
Could not, with a razor to my throat, be less interested in being your family.
Wow. Well said.
That's truth.
Your best friend left this for you, and you don't give a shit.
She even figured that out.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, you're going to
I don't
shred
give a
it?
shit.
Mark,
Wow.
There, it's gone. Thank you, Helly. Now we can get back to work.
I don't like him.
Mark! It's an emergency. Going to get Mr. Milchek, but I thought it best not to break the chain of command.
It's just raining contraband today.
What do you mean? What's the matter?
Has anyone seen
You
anything
know,
like this?
he has the best lines. He's like the comedic relief of the
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Like he has these one-liners that are perfect.
He is. But let me ask you, so You would think Mark would see the cover of that. That's his brother-in-law. Wouldn't he know who
Not
that
on the
is?
inside,
Not
though.
on the inside. You don't know your family on the inside?
No, none of them know
Oh, okay.
anything about themselves on the
All right.
outside.
Okay. That's true, I guess.
They don't know if they're married. They
Yeah.
don't know if they
Yeah.
have kids.
Yeah.
Everything's gone.
Yeah. That's true.
So he has no. I do know that they must know it's a book, and
Uh-huh.
it's an outside book. Like
Not anything they've seen.
this is not something
Well,
that's supposed to
he
be here.
called it contraband. Yeah.
It's raining
Mr.
contraband.
Milchek, what are you doing?
His ego's pissed because Helly called him out for bootlegging.
My ego's fine. I'm just trying to.
Damn.
Mark, what is this?
What does it say?
To Mark.
I can't read it.
I can't because of the screen. And
Maybe it's another PD message. Flip through, see if my name's anywhere.
I bet it's a loyalty test. Remember the spicy candy?
I'll be turning this into Milchik.
What? Why?
what does it say, Jill?
I couldn't read it.
What are you doing?
His
I
ego's
can't
pissed 'cause
figure
Helly
it
called him
out.
for bootlegging.
My ego's fine. I'm just trying to.
Oh boy. I think I know what she's thinking. I'm going to get the shredded pieces out of there and tape them together.
She's determined.
Unless it's a cross shredder.
Helly?
Excuse me.
Jesus, Helly.
I'm on a camera.
I am so sorry, Miss Cobell.
Ooh.
What is happening?
So she brought the, what are those called? You cut the paper?
Yeah.
Paper cutter?
Paper cutter.
And with her hand on it, like she's going to slice her hand
And
off.
she wants a camera, she said. Well, she said she'd cut her wrist before she'd be in his family.
Razor to the throat.
A razor to the throat. That's what it was.
What's happening is you're going to give me a video camera so I can tape a resignation to my Audi right fucking now. Or you're going to have to explain to her why she's missing 4 fingers.
Okay.
Boy, this could be bad.
It's Cobell, right? Do I look like I'm fucking around right now?
No, you do not.
Helly?
Hi, Mark. I'm just catching up with your trainee.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Milchek, could you get the video camera, please?
Hey. Well, boss. Guess this is the part where I should tell you to go to hell.
Always hell.
Except you're already here.
Still let her get down.
I was never sorry.
What's going to happen?
I don't have a good feeling.
Oh my goodness.
Helly, I watched your video asking that I resign. I also received and responded to your previous request. I assumed that would resolve the issue, but now Miss Cobell says you threatened to cut off your fingers. I am a person. You are not. I make the decisions. You do not. And if you ever do anything to my fingers, know that I will keep you alive long enough to horribly regret that. Your resignation request is denied. Turn it off.
What's the reason anybody would do this? Like she left, had the tape, came back, had a different tape.
Yep.
Same clothes.
I guess they intercepted her on the other end and made her make that tape.
Made the outside person make it?
Yeah. And how else would they have it? If it's her, you could see.
There's something going on here. Yeah. I'll keep you alive.
Yeah. The you are. So the outies are people. The innies are not.
Does this go back to what he said when he first started about...
You lose your life.
Yeah, that
If you leave, you lose your life.
even inside here, if they ended their life, would they come back the next day? Or would that be like, is there a way to stop this? I guess is what I mean, like
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
Welcome your child into a world surrounded by nature. No thanks. Scroll down to explore our rustic birthing cabins. I don't know. It just.
Where is this?
It looks more like a shitty ski resort than a birthing center to me. But you know what? I think I might have some more snark in me. I'm kind of tired. Okay, baby.
So where she's going to have her baby.
Yeah.
Severed lumen worker dies.
after collapsing from unknown element.
Yeah. So he died.
Oh, gosh.
Petey.
And how does he get this on his phone?
It's like an alert, like you get on your phone.
He's always sitting in the dark.
That's true.
He's so depressed.
It's the mood.
Yeah.
Kilmer wasn't your fault, and it certainly wasn't mine. They'll understand.
Helly Kilmer, was that her last name?
It wasn't your fault, Harmony.
If you want a hug, go to hell and find your mother.
Jesus.
Since Petey reintegrated,
The board's never acknowledged reintegration.
we have to get his chip.
Mm.
I think it was Petey they're talking about.
Mhm.
Like that.
Peter Kilmer?
yeah.
Okay. You know, there's the head on the shelf behind her there. That's the head with the half cut off, like was in the intro, where he got into his head and started typing. It was from the intro. But part of like the severed floor where your head's cut.
Wit, cheer, humility, benevolence, nimbleness, probity, wiles.
That looks like the guy behind her on the shelf with the cut off head. And Petey. She's at Petey's service.
What are you doing here?
What is she doing at Petey's service? How does she know him?
On the outside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mrs. Selvig.
Right.
He's like, wait a minute. What are you doing here?
Exactly.
You know, the news reports said that he worked at Lumen, so I thought maybe I knew him. What are you doing here?
Oh, he used to come by my shop.
So he lied. He just lied. So she's lying too.
Yes.
Well, on the upside, at least now we both have a date. Oh, there he is. If you'd like to go in and pay your respects, I'll wait right here for you.
Yeah, I think I might swing by the bathroom, but I'll see you in a sec.
Service is starting soon.
Yeah.
Man, she's creepy. That's the daughter, because that was the girl in the picture that
Were you a friend?
Mark just looked at.
He was my dad.
Oh, I'm so deeply sorry.
Mark was just looking at that. Did you see that?
I'm sorry I don't know you. I'm Nina.
Oh, Mark Scott.
I'm Peter's ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
You're from Lumen.
Gosh.
So you didn't even know him at all?
Hi, are you June?
Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
She did not like that. Doesn't like Lumen. But he remembers him mentioning June.
I remember when they were in the restaurant and he came in. It was one of the first episodes. And he said something. It was either there or in the
House.
the house where he said something about
Yeah,
June.
June. Yeah.
And I didn't know who June was
Yeah.
at that time.
It sounded like it was somebody like that,
that,
just
yeah.
because he wanted to know who was on the outside,
So-
and that's all he
yeah.
cared about. Yeah.
But it was like he had lost her or something. So maybe with the divorce, they were.
Yeah, maybe
you
he didn't get to see her.
Yeah.
So you knew my dad?
Yeah. at work.
Oh.
You're one of those. That's funny.
Do you ever think that maybe the best way to deal with a fucked up situation in your life isn't to just shut your brain off half the time?
That's like normal thinking.
Not exactly sure.
By the way, can we take some life advice here? That in reality, the best way to deal with the situation that's messed up in life is not to cut off your brain for half your life. That's not going to be, that's living in denial. That is pretendville. That's just like people, you talk about addiction, just like people who go get high, get wasted,
That's right.
that act out and cope in really unhealthy ways to escape life so they can forget their problems, only to come back and see life right there in front of them again.
That's right.
Please understand the severed stuff is very similar to how we function in life when we want to
Escape.
just, not deal with what's really going on.
Yeah. Right.
Get help. It's why we talk about mental health.
Yes.
And why Jill says, like this shirt, life is a series of choices over time. It's not one choice. It's a series to get to this point. And it ends in tragedy. And by the way, everybody else around him ends up paying the price.
That's right.
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son to include everyone.
Enter Sandman. Oh.
We're off to Never Neverland. That's tonight. And they
Oh
aren't
my
so
gosh.
right.
Look what she's doing.
Dreams of
She's
war,
getting the
dreams of
chip.
lies, dreams of dragons fire.
This is the worst
Oh.
combination when you see a memory and you see a daughter who's reliving that memory with him.
So close.
And so sad knowing she'll never have that again.
Yes.
And at the same time,
Oh.
Selvig or Cobell or whatever the heck she is,
So insensitive. Just
is going to cut out the piece that they put in there. Right there in the service.
right.
This is so horrible, this place to work at.
It's just a monster under your bed, in your closet, in your head.
Mark, sweetheart, are you all right? I'm so sorry. I think I have the cystitis under...
I can't believe it.
She can just go just so unaffected.
Drill in, pick out the chip, and then just close up the casket, put the flowers back on, and then...
Act like nothing happened.
Yeah. And you talk about... What is that? Not even sociopathic? What is that?
Psychopath.
What's psychopathic? She's crazy.
Yeah.
And then this daughter's the only normal one saying, you ever think of the way to deal with a messed up situation is to like cut off half your brain or whatever?
Right.
Okay, well, let me come with you.
He was remembering though. Did you see that?
Yes, he
Was
He
the
was.
funeral just too sad, or...
Something like that.
I thought she was going to it though.
Yes, she was.
Like, and he didn't see her at all.
Exactly.
And he flashed to all those memories.
did.
Like he was going into exactly what happened to him as he died.
She acts like she's just so nice.
But thank you for, being my funeral buddy today.
Good night.
Good night.
Ugh, it's just sickening. I wonder if he's going back to the funeral home. wonder if it's just stirring up the loss of his wife.
Oh, good point.
Just everybody leaves him.
Oh, I wonder now that you say that, is this where she died?
Maybe she had a car accident.
Car accident and died right there at that tree.
Yeah.
Either hit by somebody or
ran off the road.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good point, Jill. So he's making him with that funeral think about that happens a lot too, y'all. When you have tragic incidents happen, it makes us put right back in that memory.
Yes. Yeah.
Sad. It's crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Misses her.
Yeah. You know, some losses you just don't get over.
Yeah.
You have to keep moving forward, but you never get over it.
Can't replace that. She got it.
That's Petey.
That's Petey.
How did you?
Would you mind taking that up to diagnostics for me?
You requested me, Miss Cobell?
Miss Casey, I'd like you to run a special wellness session with Mark S.
Mark S. What's the problem?
He just needs it. Trust me.
Here invites you to drink of his water. Felicia said you'd be here. Is it awful to say I don't care for that one?
No, I have 4 more stops. Would MDR consider joining me?
MDR would.
It's like asking him on a date.
Crazy. I wish I could nap. Original word of Kier. And I shall whisper to ye, dutiful through the ages. In your noblest thoughts and epiphany shall be my voice. You are my mouth. And through ye, I will whisper on. He doesn't just speak to us through the handbook, the paintings. He finds other ways.
You think you need your job.
He's reading the book. He kept it.
Most were beggars themselves, yet they were happy. And so for that summer was I. Your job needs you, not the other way around.
Your job needs you, not the other way around. Remember that.
That's
like
really
for
good.
life.
Yes.
When your job consumes you or you get lost in it.
Yep.
Your job needs you.
Not the other way around.
It's the one that needs you to produce whatever it's producing, not the other way around, because then you lose yourself. And here comes the therapist. Look at that split couch.
I'm working up till the bell. I think I may still crush this thing tonight.
Hope you do.
He just does this thing.
See you soon.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Something's in her hands. A rope extension cord?
I hope she doesn't.
She's gonna do it to herself. That's what I wondered. If somebody ended their life here, what would happen?
Right.
Trash can to stand on.
Oh. What is he doing? Going through. Whose desk is that?
It's Mark's. That candle from the box. That was a candle. That was a candle from this house. That was the candle from his wife's stuff. Remember that he had inside that box, and then when Mrs. Selvig came over, she pulled it out and put it outside the box. That's why I made a comment on that in that video. That is the Christmas candle or whatever candle from the box. It said, I forget his wife's name.
Gemma or something like that. Gemma?
That was the candle from the box.
Ah.
Would you like to do that?
She's watching it?
Is he seeing her?
Destiny, an acrostic poem experienced by the author Rickon Hale. The start of it all.
Oh, wow.
Is for energy. Breaking down walls.
She's been thinking about this.
S is for stewardship. Of home and of earth. Home and of earth.
And there's the guy.
Yeah.
Terror, which gives us more worth. I is for eyes, which observe us with love. That's a question we needn't now ponder. For destiny, friends, shall deliver all yonder.
Destiny.
Hey, how are you? Cool.
Oh my gosh.
So sad.
Oh!
It ends like that. Oh, gosh.
What an ending.
Oh,
So is she going to die?
gosh. Well, there's a lot of things leading up to her.
That was such a culmination
She left
of.
a lot of hints. Of
He's
that.
reading that thing on destiny, you know,
Yes,
each letter
yes,
meaning something.
Wow.
And going through that book. And it was everybody's like destiny. And you have Irving going in and seeing Bert, not just doing these pictures that he's not just doing pictures he's hanging on the walls. There's a whole nother world to Bert.
Department back there. Yep.
And then you've got Helly going in the elevator to end everything. And then you have Mark like sitting in the therapy session with the lady who has the candle that was from his house in the box with his wife's name.
That's really weird.
So please ponder that.
Yes.
Because from what I gathered, he lost his wife. What I gathered from the show,
Yes.
his wife died.
Right. That's why he's there.
Wasn't that said? Did we guess that, or was that said before?
Well, I feel like they've all
he said it
alluded
to
it.
he said it to the lady he was on a date with or whatever, right?
To his sister too. Oh yeah, he was on that date. Yeah.
And then she has that candle. Now, could be coincidence, but what is that candle doing
How
there?
did it get there? Yeah. Unless.
And then
Also-
Helly getting this extension cord.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's suspicious of everybody because even Dylan, the guy's going over looking in Mark's file cabinet to see what's going on with this guy. And Mark's got more secrets than anybody.
He does.
He's
Yeah.
keeping the card with the map. He's got the book, but
Yep.
yet he's this picture of.
Protocol.
And he's
Follow
in
the
therapy
protocol.
and he makes the tree. So as a sand tray therapist yourself, what did that tree symbolize?
Well,
Like, what did that look like?
One, I thought, he was touching the tree where his wife died.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Could be something.
Yes.
But also the tree was just limbs with no tree. I mean, it was dead. Like, it looked like a dead tree.
I was thinking a dead tree,
Yeah.
but then when you mentioned that, he just went to a tree. The tree, I think probably his wife died.
Yeah.
And I wonder if any of this is coming together. And I'm wondering why Mrs. Cobell, the boss, wanted him to do this session. I think it's to see what's going on in his mind. And I think she's wanting to see if anything from the outside's coming in, because I think she's starting to figure out with Petey that he unsevered and that maybe this severed thing is not a foolproof thing.
Right. And that what he may have said to him, to Mark.
Biggest session yet in terms of revelation.
I think it was a great episode. Man,
Like first
on your
time there was
toes.
this much intense action
Yes, right.
happening. But I think Miss Cobell thinks, all the board members are like, no, it's foolproof. What are you even bothering questioning? I think she's thinking there's a way to unsever. And you know how he unsevered, Petey? It wasn't getting this thing out of his head because she got it out of his head.
Yeah, right.
Somehow there's some other way to unsever.
Yeah.
Now it killed him, but I'm just wondering if she thinks, like, have this therapy session because I want to see if maybe.
But he knows more. Maybe it will come out. Yeah.
Woo, man.
Wow. I can't imagine what next week's going to be about.
You know, this is interesting too. This is the first one we've recorded during the day, like on a Friday after we had work, because normally it's at the end of a day, like at 8 o'clock at night.
Yes.
I'm almost feeling more refreshed during the day.
Yeah.
I'm feeling maybe we need to shift to daytime.
I don't know, though. It's pretty heavy.
It's very heavy.
Very heavy.
Remember, though, it's not real therapy, even though there's two therapists here.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not real therapy. It's just Tom
You know what?
and Dr. Jill
I do
Stevens
wanna say one
breaking
thing,
down Severance. Go ahead, doctor.
I just want to say that I think two really important topics came up. One was abuse in this show and how people feel trapped and have to be submissive and don't feel like they can get out. And the other is suicide. Like that, you know, it's there's always a way, you know.
Long-term
to
solution
help.
to a short-term problem.
It is. It's very much so. So these are really heavy topics, and I think they it's a perfect show for this channel because it talks a lot about mental health and things that we're driven to and things that real people are dealing with. Yeah.
And just to know, in life, there is always a way out. There's always help. But a lot of times people don't see the help when they're that deep in.
Yeah.
This is kind of dramatizing a little different scenario because she's realizing I'm this one person stuck in this existence, which, by the way, is what makes people think about ending their life because I don't see any escape. Could be a horrible situation. It could be your mind that just can't ever get right. It could be an addiction. Sometimes people see themselves like her, like I'm going to live this the rest of my life unless I just escape and get out.
Right.
This is kind of dramatizing that where she realizes even when I go out, that person won't let me come back out.
Right.
She's going to keep me here.
Yes.
It's got to be horrible. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think. Join us over on Patreon. You'll get the full unedited episode. I promise you. On YouTube, you're getting an edited episode about half as long, and you're not even getting a lot of the psychological comments that we make on it. It's over there on the VIP tier. Tons of content. Chat room. Great way to support. We appreciate that and hope to see you there. And never forget that mental health matters. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.
Bye, guys.